Yes. There we are. Cool. Oh. Hey, hello and welcome. How you doing tonight, buddy? Just getting started here. How's life treating you? Boy, I'm beat today, man. It's been a long one. Oh. Towards the end of my day, I got my workout in. It was like back muscles today, and I hit it hard. And I'll tell you what, yeah, I am feeling it right now. I am burnt. Are you working from home today? That's cool. That's always nice. We could just chill. Stay, don't fall. Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, like you were talking about like a 2 to 3 hour commute for your job. If you only got to do that once a week, I would do that. No, that's no problem, man. I feel like yeah, you got to ride a bus 2 or 3 hours once a week. Cool. Do it. Good for you, man. Milk it. Enjoy it. Ah, nothing like a hot cup of tea, dude. I'm telling you, at the end of the day. Oh, need that. That hits the soul just right. Check out the bullets that came out all right. I should say artillery shells. And I stained this guy. We got some nice runs there. It looks like it's been draining on it for a while. Not bad. Ah, gosh, that should probably be good now. So did you see what happened in Nepal? I was thinking about that. Like, maybe I'll have it, I don't know. I'll really dry brush it heavy so it looks like the paint's worn off, that kind of thing. You know. Or you mean barrel needs gunmetal. Okay, so it needs to be more of a gray black. Yeah, we might be able to do something like that. I might have something that works well with that color. We'll do some experimentation. But yeah, did you see what happened in Nepal, dude? It's freaking crazy, man. I've never seen such destruction. Except out of like when Fukushima got hit by the tsunami. Very sad. Those poor people. You think it was a dam that bust? I heard it was a melted glacier that came down. Maybe both. Who knows? But my God, it's just terrifying. I mean, what do you do? You can run, but might not do you any good. I saw they were pulling bodies out of the wreckage. It's just, oh, so sad. Yeah. I feel really sorry for the families, like, I mean, women and children that got swept up in that thing. It's just gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of mourning out there for a while. A sad day. Sucks. It's not even just waterways. They're like, gosh, I don't even want to know. I mean, I'm sure there's debris and stuff in there too, but yeah, I pray too. But oh, man, that's just yeah. What do? You got this wall of water coming at you. There's no escaping it. You could run, but it caught a lot of people off guard. Yeah, the mud, the debris, anything that comes down with it, it's just going to wreck anything that gets in its way. Keep them in your prayers, man. All right. And who knows, maybe like, the dam burst because I did see that there was a like it looked like a dam structure that had been destroyed by the downpouring of the water. There, from what I heard, was that it was a glacier that had melted and come down the hillside from the mountaintops, and it just added pressure to everything and just destroyed a ton of infrastructure. And I wouldn't be surprised if it busted a dam in the process. So sad. Yeah. I was talking to my father earlier, and he said the same thing. He's like, they're going to blame global warming, aren't you? I'm like, yes, there will be those who do that. But then what will happen is we'll go back in history, we'll look at the records and be like, oh, this happens every 30 or 40 years. And, you know, they'll be building homes and stuff in spots that they shouldn't be. It's just like we have the same thing here in America, what's called Tornado Alley, and it's an area where tornadoes always go through, but people still build there for some reason. Maybe because it's cheap, but then they're like, how did this happen to us? You know, it's like, well, because you built in Tornado Alley. And I'm confident that we'll find out that this does happen quite regularly. It's just that, you know, they were in the way of it this time. There we are. Tartaria. You'll have to explain that one to me. Maybe I've heard of that before. Sounds familiar. Tartaria. Let's see if that looks like a gunmetal. It's kind of a charcoal look. Might do the job. It's a little bit dry there. Ah, kind of like an Atlantis situation, right? Oops, wrong side. Hmm. Let's do a test piece here, just to make sure we're not making a mistake. Got this guy here. Well, I do know that in Venice, that's what they did. They would build a house, it would sink, and then they'd build another one on it. But Venice will always be Venice. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of a charcoal gray. I think it might work. Well, people do tend to erase history from time to time, and we do restart. We lost the archway for a long time there when the Roman Empire fell. Library of Alexandria was burned. Lord knows what we lost then. Oops. Um, Field of Giants. Like the Book of Giants. You ever heard of that one? Oh no, here. Let me dry brush this guy first to see what that looks like. Let's get that barrel heavily dry brushed. Codex Gigas, I've never heard that one. That's a new one to me. Codex Giga Chads. The whole civilization of Giga Chads is hanging out. Yeah, yeah. Field of Giants. I don't know. There's a lot of giant lore here in America. And even Abraham Lincoln was on record saying that there were giants in this land when we first came here. And then the American Indians. Hey, JK, welcome. We missed you, guy. We were here yesterday. But the whole giants thing, in America, the American Indians were talking about giants long before we even got here. In fact, they had wars with them, is what they claimed. It's a little too heavy still. There we go. Just dab a little bit off. Break it up a little bit. Like it's been out in the rain for a while. It's been handled a lot. There you go. Yeah, we're talking giants like Nephilim. See, I knew I hung out with cool guys. Everybody knows what we're talking about here. This is the cool kids crowd. We know all the cool conspiracies. Yeah, poor Nepal. Sucks. Have you ever heard of the Kandahar giant? That's one that tripped me up for a while. Because I know military guys who were in Afghanistan who've heard about him. And then there's videos going around about actual people who've encountered him and a group of guys who actually killed him. That one was particularly creepy. Yep. Now, what's interesting about the Kandahar giant is that his description is very similar to the description of the same giants that were plaguing the American Indians in the lands here before my ancestors arrived. Like 10-foot tall, muscle bound, red headed giants that were cannibals. Now, when you think giant men who are cannibals, you think Nephilim. It goes kind of hand in hand. So it's like, did they survive the deluge? Were plaguing the earth and hiding out and messing with people, as time caught up to them. Also, um, in the west of the was it Death Valley, there's supposed to be some caves that are now off limits that were found by an Indian tracker and an earlier explorer that had a tomb in it with a couple skeletons of these giants sitting on a throne. And as soon as it was found, it was covered up immediately. And apparently, I think the Smithsonian was involved. I think, yeah, that's the one. Wartime stories. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Nephilim are supposedly mentioned in Genesis chapter 9 or chapter 7, something like that. Not directly as the Nephilim, but the Book of Enoch, I think they were, and the Book of Giants as well too. And I think those are the Dead Sea Scrolls or something like that. Gotta know your lore. I'm gonna paint these bullets now. Where's my gold? The Nephal, yeah, the Fallen, the Watchers. Now those are the ones who were the fathers of the Nephilim, for what I understand. You guys are fun. That's right, the Greek translation. What? Should have a podcast. I made that small, didn't I? You think you're being clever by putting a ton of detail into really small stuff, but then you come to paint and you're like, gee whiz. Thank God for magnifiers. Okay, where's it? Okay, there it is. Sorry, guys. I'll look up in a second. I'm trying to get these bullets painted properly. Woof. That's the Anunnaki. That's Mesopotamian Supermen. Yeah, the Anunnaki were supposed to be like the aliens that came to, I think it was um it's either Mesopotamian or what was it called? Give me a second. Akkadian society or something like that, like way back. And they were supposedly guiding the people at the time. Some say that they were using humanity as slave labor, and some people believe they're there to educate us. Almost there. Being very careful. You know what's fun about this hollow is that I even have primers on these little bullets here. I'm gonna have to color with that copper. Where's a Q-tip? There we go. There we go. Let that dry for a minute and come back and touch it up. The Anunnaki came from Bevra to my. Okay. It's supposed to be the ninth planet of the solar system past the belt of a speculation aside is. Well, that doesn't explain why we're being overrun by greys, reptoids, mantis people, um, the Nordics, and all the other races. I think our politics has been bought out by the reptoids, frankly. There you go. Got some gold on the bullets. He's a little more touch up, but not bad. Now let's see here. A little more. Mantids. Apparently, mantids don't like us very much. I don't know why. Maybe it's a mental thing. Oops. Didn't want to do that. There we go. So let's see here. You know the grays, you know the reptoids. So the mantids are supposed to be this interdimensional alien species that not only do they work with us, but they hate us at the same time. But they also can be they're like people who use DMT drugs and stuff like that. They see them, and the mantids actually try and coach them through their experience and try to teach them things about the universe. But we're too stupid to get it. I guess it upsets them. That's what I've heard on some of these channels. God bless YouTube. With the Nordics, they're supposed to be a technologically advanced race that look literally like, just imagine the most bleach blonde, blue eyed, fair skinned person from Norway or Sweden. They're supposed to be these like very angelic elf like looking people, very tall, and they fit in with us very well. And they're not supposed to be the most advanced of the alien species that interact with us, but they are intergalactic, and supposedly we have some relation to them because I guess we look like them. Yeah. I wonder if there's any other ones that I'm forgetting about. The some people believe that the Greys are essentially could be us from the future that have lost the ability to reproduce. So they are trying to regain what they had lost by studying us here in our time now. Supposedly, the Nordics are really material. They are temporal creatures like we are, and they can interact with us. The movie or the story about the guy who was in Fire in the Sky, which was adapted to a film, which is very much nothing like what happened to him. He had an experience with the Nordics where they actually interacted with him and they would talk to him telepathically. I believe it was the Nordics that he came across because he described them as such. Yeah, pretty neat story. Let's see here. Where's the copper? There's the copper. And where's my brush? There be my brush. Looks like this wet palette has done its job since yesterday. What's that? I'll just go to YouTube and type in Nordic aliens, and they're all over. They've been studied since like the 1960s, I believe. And if you want to study more about the mantids, type in DMT and mantids, and you'll see that they come up over and over again. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's better. Starting to think that maybe I should have painted these bullets before I put them on. Travel to the stars, baby. And the way things are going these days, I don't think we're going to get off this rock anytime soon. I think we're going to be stuck here for a while. Everybody's fighting over the same ball of dirt. Nobody wants to go out there, it seems, anymore. Very sad. Sad state of being. Uh-oh. Hollow's picking your brain, JK. Too bad Techna's not here. I think he would get in on this conversation. Well, you know where you start? At the beginning. And then when you come to the end, you stop. To quote the Mad Hatter. This brush is not doing it for me today. Let's try a different one. Maybe I just need to wet this a little more. The Y files. Okay. Sounds good to me. Is that like a website, or is that just like a YouTube channel, or what are we looking at here? Oh, okay. So, cool. There we go. Wet your paints, guys. Wet your paints, because it really helps the flow. The moon is a reflection. That's one I haven't heard yet. Get in there. There we go. Starting to look like ammunition. Go figure. Okay, Hollow. Truth time. Is the planet flat or is it circular or sphere? Guys, look, I'm just going to be honest. I don't even know if you guys exist or it's just part of the simulation. I paid $5 to, to play while my kids are at an arcade in another reality. Okay. For all I know, I'm part of a hyper advanced, immortal society that does this every once in a while to remind itself of its own mortality. So just putting that out there. Okay, let's put some primers on this bad boy. Yeah, my wife will go back and forth with me, and you know, we'll see a glitch in the matrix, and she'll just be like, "Oh, the simulation's getting to me." Like, let me ask you guys: have you had that where you've thought that perhaps this is a simulation? Have you ever had that sense of deja vu or familiarity with something that was just like, "This isn't, can't be real"? You're right, JK. Maybe it is. I mean, maybe, I've bandied this about. I was like, maybe we're all immortals. We just have to remind ourselves about mortality, and we get randomized in this game called Earth. You know, who knows? Who knows? Here you go, guys. Yeah, here you go, guys. You can see, I got some primers on those bullets now. Not bad. Hey, what do you think I should do for the belt? Like, you got the connecting links. Should I just go with the silver on that, or should I make it just black? What do you think? It doesn't look too bad. When I put some wash over that, it's going to look really good. But hey, if this is a simulation, guys, you're the best NPCs I've ever played with. Just want you to know, I'm a believer. Kidding. Exactly. Pulls a helmet off. He's like, that'll be 49.50. If you want to play again, you got to get in the line back there. You know, I always tell my wife that if it's simulation theory, we're going to unplug from the simulation and find out that we're actually still married in real life, outside the simulation. I guess I'll just do silver links. What do you guys think? Because I gotta paint that chain, like the links between them. Should I just go silver, or should I do black with a dry brush? What do you guys think? I'll let you guys weigh in on it. Who knows, Hollowed? Maybe you're not paying for it. Maybe you're just on a field trip with your school. And they're like, hop into the simulator, have fun. It'll keep you busy all day. And we come out and you know all the rules of life. You know what, JK? I'm willing to bet that there was some caveman back in the day who was like, hey, Thok, you know what? I just thought of something. Let me tell you about simulation theory. I'm going to go with silver on this. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, with the all this metallic color and a nice wash on it, it's gonna stick out. It's gonna look good. Now, I'd say that simulation theory is something that's been bugging me for a long time, especially with all the coincidences I've seen in my life. There we go. Yes, Plato's The Cave. That's the one. Yeah. Deep thinkers from ancient days. I think it's tip up on this guy. There we go. Looking pretty good. After we get done with the stream, JK, I'll definitely be firing up the Y files as I'm passing out, checking that out. I assume it's on YouTube. There we go. Nice and sharp. Okay. They're not looking too bad. Looks like bullets. Oh, dude, that's me, man. I'm all over that. Just like our conversations here. I mean, I go all over the place. I'll let one thing link me to the other. By the end of the night, I'll be up at a board with like string attached around everything, like trying to figure it all out with like black eyes. It's all good. My brain has always worked that way. I mean, clearly we all think this way here. Now, I think some of these need a little more yellow on them. Yeah, that guy does. Thank you. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, right. And your wife's like, honey, we got this problem. Can you go and check this out? And you're like, sure. And let me just go watch a YouTube on it. And you come out and you're like, sweetheart, did you ever think that our existence is actually tied to an intergalactic video game? It's actually just a simulation, and we really are kind of, not really temporal creatures, but we're trying to simulate it to get some kind of a sense of identity back. Spiritually, we're just eternal. I hit my wife with the whole simulation theory at first because she'd never heard anything like that. She literally did that and looked around like, oh dear, like she just clicked, like something was like, oh, maybe. And that's when you look at her in the face, you're like, there is no drain. Don't you understand? There never was. Did you ever see that movie, Dark City? That was kind of a simulation theory kind of film. Little dabble, do you? There we go. Right. Now this is what I'm excited about here. Now that this is dried a little bit, I'm gonna hit this sucker with some wash. You watch it come to life. Oh yeah. Detail popping. Love it. Maybe a little more. These bullets have been cased in cosmoline for a while. There we are. That looks freaking awesome, man. Not bad for FDM. Looking good. So this, it's a wash or panel liner accent is what's called, but I use it like a wash, and it's water based. Oh shoot, I ripped the ingredients off. Of course I did, but it's from Tamiya, and I got this at my local hobby store. It wasn't too expensive; it's like $5, and it's just great to add that that dirtiness to things. So I just abuse the heck out of it. There we go. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, you can see it gives it all this nice grunge and stuff. This is mostly just a wash that I made, but I come back and touch it up with this stuff. But yeah, just a black water wash is what I based all of this off of originally. Now, let's get these hairs off of here. And get some chrome going. Excuse me. It really does. It creates it really well. And if you could look carefully, if you could see it, it even gets into the crevices at the head of the round, which are actually a fragmentation round. You know, it's got a crosshatch in it with an explosive tip on it. I mean, FDM was actually able to do that, you know, and then that just brings it right out. And I love how you can even see the primers, man. I'm happy with this. It's looking good. The question, let's get the rivets all popping. Let's do that. Oh, JK, did I tell you that I have Discord functional now? So if you guys want to share pictures and stuff like that, you can join the Discord. Hollow was nice enough to post some of his Titans out there. He's got one that's literally the size of a toddler. It's it's impressive. Come on, there you go. Actually, that kind of works. Oh yeah. I can provide you with a link, and then you take that link and drop it into your Discord, or just click it. It should hopefully take you to it. 1 second. Let me invite to server. Copy. Paste. Boom. And that should take you to the channel. If you have your login information, you should be able to join right up. And in the share print section, you can see all the wonderful things that Hollow has made. He's got an army. It's pretty impressive. Oh, by the way, JK, did you hear that Tim Curry died? It's very sad. I loved his acting style. We're losing all our good actors these days. Yeah, right. And he did a wonderful job making those things. I mean, that's dedication. Yeah, poor Dolly. Boy, it's just really an end of an era, isn't it? Losing all the good ones. I suppose, you know, it's just part of dealing with life, dealing with the simulation. Things change. Cool. So how you doing on your front? Any progress with your shop and your plans? There we are. Muddle it just a little bit. Yeah, and they always expand more and more every day, don't they? There's always something else to add to the list. Bring it up to speed. Let's see. And sharpen this up just a little bit. So let me ask you a question, JK. Do you think that Bigfoot is an interdimensional creature, or do you think it's just a dumb animal? Because I've heard stories. Oh, Canoodle, welcome, welcome back. Tell Tech that we say hi. We miss him. He missed a really cool conversation earlier about simulation theory. Hope you are doing well tonight. Going to Hershey tomorrow? What is that? I am confusion. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Well, there was that one story of that fella who came across a Bigfoot, and the Bigfoot was gonna attack him, you know, or at least it was running up on him. And the guy had a shotgun, and he lifted the shotgun, and the Bigfoot stopped. And then the Bigfoot like motioned for him to put the gun down, and the guy put the gun down, and then the Bigfoot just kind of looked at him like, okay, cool. Well, I'm not going to do anything if you're not going to do anything, and then took off on him. Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. Okay. Cool. I'll check them out, JK. So what's in Hershey Park? I'm not familiar with that one. Where is my? There it is. A little more of this on here just for fun because we like it grimy. Okay. We uploaded 2 pictures of you. I get to see the Oompa Loompa. Is that it? Hey, there he is. DJ Oompa Loompa eating his poutine. Nice. That's funny. Now here I am thinking I was going to get to see the real guy. Oh, Hershey Chocolate Bars Music Park. Dang, you're going to come home wired. You're going to get some chocolate. Gonna run around, have some fun. You're lucky, lucky guy. See, now I wish I could use a Hershey bar right about now. A good old chalky, waxy chocolate. I always love that stuff. Some people hate it. I love it. I've never been a big chocolate aficionado, but just a good old fashioned Hershey bar never hurt. Yeah, seriously, you're gonna have a good time, man. Build that one up a little bit. Just don't do what Augustus Gloop did in Willy Wonka. Don't fall into the chocolate stream, whatever you do. I hear they have a chocolate fountain there, so you be careful. That's good. Cool little color in there. There we go. Really gum that one up. Oh, I bet you do. I bet we have chocolate bars here that you probably don't have up in Canada as well. I knew a guy who worked for the Nestle company, and he traveled the world doing tasting, and he was like a flavor specialist. And he would go to different parts of the world and find out what the locals liked in terms of their, like, local flora, like what flavor, like, like the sweet plants and stuff they'd like to eat. And then they would make a version of their candies or their drinks with that flavor in mind. And it was all local, like it really depended on like what your people liked as to the specific flavors that they would push in that region, you know. Like in Canada, I'm sure you have a poutine flavored chocolate bar, you know. Kidding, of course. Oops. I want to get that wet. Welcome back. Oh, come on. Could have sent us the real thing. You can see the real Oompa Loompa. It's all good fun, anyways. No harm, no foul. How did you see the picture that JK posted? Tamia. That's right. That lovely black wash. It's a miracle. I got this for like $5, like 5 American. I'm not sure what that is in your currency, but for here, that's not terrible, you know. And there's a lot of it, and it lasts a good while. Of course, I probably got it on sale. The store I was at, it's a mom and pop shop, so I always try to attract new customers. And they cut me some deals sometimes. There we go. Well, yeah, you never know. It depends on where you are. Some people have import taxes and VAT taxes and all kinds of stuff on top of it. I think we actually, in America, I think we have a Tamiya factory that produces this stuff and other things as well. The Japanese, they invested a lot in this country back in the day. There we are. Let that hang out. One's good. Take some of that Tamiya and just dibble dabble. Other side. When I was making this thing, I didn't realize how many rivets I put on it. Just like dot, 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 dot. But that's always the first surface to get rubbed off is the rivet. It's the first one to get affected by weathering. It's a little excessive there. There. What you got here? What, you mean this? It's the old chrome pen. I'm in my freshman year of high school. Okay. The Philly suburbs. Philadelphia that's old school, man. Some pretty rough areas up there. At least you're in the suburbs, not downtown Philly. Motown. Let's see what looks good. Yeah. Good for you. I mean, it can't hurt. You know, you're gonna have a lot of fun making stuff. You got to buy a lot of filament too. Ruh-roh. Who are you? What the hell was that? Just had a jumping spider on one of my pieces here. I tried to wipe him away, it jumped on my hand and then jumped off. Oh, I get to see a real pic of you? Okay, preparing myself mentally. Get my simulation mind going here. Hey, there he is. Oh, your son's a tall kid, isn't he? Either that or you're short. Yeah, good looking guy. There you are. Here, let me send you a picture of what I look like. Freeze frame. Nice, man. Good, healthy family. Reload this really quick. The chat. He's 6'2". Wow. So he's got 2 inches on me, man. He's a tall glass of water, that one. I guess you fed him well, huh? Eating good at your house. Wrong side. There we go. Bring that back in. You're looking pretty sharp in that suit of yours. Get in. There we go. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, we had a few I had some friends who had uh, beef farms here too. We got some pretty good deals on beef as well. You know, you get a decent discount. And it's like, the whole natural stuff is what you want, especially with growing boys and girls in my case. My daughter, she's not a big beef eater, but my son is. He's like, I want a steak, Dad. So I always make a mistake when he's really hungry. That's the way it should be. Healthy cows means healthy meat, which means healthy consumer. You are what you eat, man. I mean, I don't think people take that seriously enough. I mean, you literally are what you eat. If you're eating garbage all day, it's gonna get you, you know. There we go. Rivets galore. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I've been meaning to do my own gardening and start a vegetable garden. Every year I promise myself I'm going to do it, and I never get around to it. My own fault. I just don't have the green thumb that I thought I would. But yeah, we're in this family, we're big on fresh meat and veg. Gotta take care of yourself. I make my own dumplings and everything. Like I'll take like 2 pounds of pork shoulder and I'll grind it up and then mix it with shredded cabbage and garlic and oyster sauce and some other seasonings, secret seasonings. Then I'll get wonton wraps and I'll sit there and spoon it and just make dumpling after dumpling after dumpling. And it's very healthy and it's very tasty. I could either boil them up or steam them. And you can just sit there with soy sauce and pop those things all day long. Kids love them too. I love cooking. It's so much fun, a lot of work, but fun. Yeah. Corn will eat your soil. That's what I hear. You gotta you have to do what's called the three sisters. You do corn, squash, and I think peas, chickpeas. The corn grows a stalk that the chickpeas can grow up on, and the squash puts the nitrogen back in the soil that the corn takes out of it and provides shade for the soil to keep it moist. So they work together, and then that's gives you your harvest. It's an old American Indian trick. see here, maybe a little more weathering. Okay. Let's see here. I am out of beverage. It's time. Actually, guys, I'm going to run and use the restroom real quick. I'll be like 2 minutes. So, bathroom break. Once you have a good out, you gotta fill back up, right, guys? Okay. And we're back. Yeah, pumpkins grow fast and they take up a lot of space, man. I tell you. My wife actually had like a compost heap area in our back, and we threw all of our leftover fruits and stuff like that. And we had one year we went back there and looked, and we had all these butternut squash growing. We had like 3 or 4 of them just stacking up, and I was like, oh, I guess we're having butternut squash this year. Yeah, it was quite good, cooked up nicely. Let's see if I can't. I want to show you guys something. Give me a second. Um, There we are. Oh, they're amazing, JK. They're big. I mean, they are gigantic. Let me do a test with this stuff here, see how this works. It kind of darkens it up. It could work. That won't take you long to catch up. Here, check out that Discord picture I sent you guys. That's the power armor that's going to accompany this guy. I'm still working on it, so it's kind of blocked out right now. It's very, very early. There we go. Definitely has a kind of military look to it, this color. Park, you're heading out? Okay, buddy. Hey, have fun at the Hershey factory tomorrow. Remember what I said, don't fall into the fountain. Just kidding. Be safe out there. Have fun. We'll see you. Hopefully you come back tomorrow. And say hello to Techna for me. It's going to be a bit of a pain to get in there. There we go. Did I bump that? No, I didn't. Good. Get a paint rack, probably. Ah, just let them collect all over your desk. You know, you'll figure out where they are eventually. We need them. Yeah. Well, if you're doing acrylics, you know, it's just water based, and if you just have like a cardboard backing, it just grabs it, absorbs the paint really easily. You don't have to worry about it so much. Like if you're using oil base or like anything that has like toluene solvents in it, then I'd worry about like rattle can spray paints. That's when you need ventilation. But if it's just water based paints, it's not going to affect you. There we go. That's kind of cool. Just a slight hint of color differentiation. Okay. Oof. Waterfalls. I've never heard of that. That's a new one to me. Sounds expensive. The things that come up with these days, but I imagine it would work really well. I did not dry brush that well enough. Pretty sick idea. A waterfall spray paint. Hey, did you guys see that picture that I posted in there? I posted a picture of the power armor I'm working on that's going to go with this guy. Now, it's very early, so don't judge me too hard. How much does it cost to print on one of these guys? 5, $10. You know, I mean, like a spool of filament that I get is probably about $8 to $10, and you could probably print out 2 or 3 of these guys at least with one spool. Now, uh, considering what Hollow has been doing, that probably takes a little more. Hollow probably spends a little more on filament than we do for these little guys, you know. Come here. Let's go. Oh, uh, I don't know, actually. Question is like, what's like? Do you just want like a box of parts? You know, because that's if you want just like a box of parts and then you can put together on your own. I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks probably. To ship it to the Philippines, God, Lord knows how much that would cost. Like I made one of these. I made one of these and shipped it to a guy in Australia, and it cost like 50 bucks just to get it to him. You know, and that was a completed model, unpainted, but just in the gray. So it just depends on like what your country's VAT taxes are, and how fast you want it. But it could be done. But hell's bells. I mean, you guys got the files. You can print them out. It's not terrible. It's a shame that shipping isn't cheaper because I mean it'd be nice to be able to sell these out all over the world, but some countries are just awful with their VAT taxes. They make it impossible for people to have nice things. The government wants their chunk. Now let's see here. What am I going to do to just jazz this up a little more? What was that? We have an email. Yay. Whoop-de crap. Gee whiz. Or is that all? Yeah. What is that? I'm getting a ton of notifications here. I'm not sure what it's from. You guys hearing that? Sorry if you are. What is that? Holy crap. Sorry guys, somebody's blowing up my email by downloading the model over and over again. Okay, fine. How do I show that noise? Alright, forget it. Email closed, making too much noise. Jesus Christ. Can't win, can I? Notification saying sorry guys, 2 seconds. Why is this not working? Sorry fellas, I'm getting trounced here by my emails. I don't know why it's making all this noise. Are we done? Okay, hopefully that's it. That was weird. It's like I got like 4 or 5 downloads on the Caractacus here all at once. This is where are you guys? There we are. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever seen what goes into making like a filament? They have these machines that are like, I'd say 20 or 30 meters long that take pellets of PLA and ABS and they pour it down into a hopper that just starts extruding it out this really long pipeline, and then it gets thinner and thinner and thinner until it gets down to that 1.75 millimeter diameter, and then it puts it through a cooling system, and then it starts to spool it. I mean, it's a pretty hefty operation. There was some guy, I think out in Texas, who set up one of the machines, and I was following his profile, and he was showing how it's done. It's an intensive process. It's pretty cool though. Yeah. Yeah. So we got a little more in here. I do. Yeah, it'd be cool if I could sell these things. I don't know. Now, if somebody were to pay me to paint one and ship it out, well, I'd have to think about how much I'd charge for that, because you guys have seen how long this has taken. You know, I mean, just doing this, getting this far. But I've seen some guys who do commission work. They make pretty darn good money, you know, when people send them their models and they get paid for that. Now, Hollow, I mean, Hollow, you're doing that, aren't you? You said you were doing some commission work, right? You ever seen those recycling ones? Yeah, yeah. Where you could like take all your old PLA, you put it through a blender, and then just kind of make like a green mass of PLA. It's a good idea. Let me think here. What do we? Oh, that needs a little more. Oh no. I was saying, didn't you do some commission work, buddy? Like, you know, people are paying you to make models and print them and stuff like that. Was that you? I could have sworn you said that you had done some commission work of some kind. Ah, okay. Well, you could if you wanted to. You clearly got the talent for it. Hmm. I'm thinking yellow up this tipper. Don't want to yellow up the muzzle device, because that'll make it look like a like a Nerf gun. Maybe just a little around the edge here. Oh, okay. Well, shoot, if somebody saw your Titans, I wouldn't be surprised. They're like, can you make me one of those? I'll give you $1,000. I mean, it's a lot of work, you know. Go break up that monotony a little bit. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's there. It just got quiet. Sometimes, not all tracks are created equally in terms of their volume. Yeah, let's get something going. There you are. No work for you? Time to just chill, huh? Sit back and hang out with the crew. I think we're going to hit this one with some Tamiya as well. There we go. Now we're matching. So yeah, later on, when we get all of these parts painted and whatnot, eventually I'm going to have like warning symbols, maybe like a hazard stripe or something around here, and then like warning triangles and stuff like that, like temperature, like be careful, hot kind of stuff, just to give it, because to give it that look, like if there was like a serviceman working on it, like don't touch this, it's potentially hot, like have a heat warning symbol here or something like that. Let's see here. I'm thinking we can accent this a little more. Exactly. Nothing like a day off, man. Shoot, hanging with you guys, man, that's my day off. Yeah, water transfers. I've got some wonderful software that's absolutely free that you can use to make your own water transfers. And I've been collecting a whole bunch of symbols. Like, you can see this guy right here. That's like a gear with a hand stuck in it. It's like a, warning, don't touch kind of thing. And I got like all kinds of warning symbols and labels and different things that we're going to put on this guy just to like have that little extra detail. It's like, oh yeah, it is a giant machine that, hey, you got to be careful around, because you would think that these things would have that. Oh yeah, Gundam ones work great. Um, AliExpress sells a whole bunch of water transfers of just like random symbols and different sizes and letters and stuff like that. But when I get done with this model kit, I will have made a water transfer sheet that you guys will be able to download if you want to, and then you just transfer it, print out your own water transfers, and you can put them on just like a normal model kit. Oh yeah. Well, that's the beauty about it. I can scale it down to whatever size I want, you know. Uh, like this one right here. I mean, it would be a quarter the size, maybe in the corner here or something like that. Or actually, I'd probably have it. I would have a really small one right there, underneath or between the gears here, like a little one. And with modern day printers, like not 3D printers, but actual laser jets, the detail is unbelievable. And it'll work to like have a little. Don't get your hand stuck in the gear symbol there. Maybe put like a little bloody handprint next to one of the gears. Now let's do a little more weathering detail around this coolant tank. And, like on the coolant tank, that can have like a steam symbol or something like that, indicating that it's hot. There we go. JK, you hearing the music? Is it coming through, by the way? There we go. Come on, dang it. There we are. Just do a little squiggle of damage here. Been scraped up a bit. Ah, okay. It's tricky getting the volume just right so it's not overpowering everything. I asked a guy from Europe to create custom wire transfers for me, mostly back temp wire transfers. Okay. Well, hi, Ryan. Welcome. How did you? So did they come through with the transfers? I gotta ask, how much did you charge for that? I mean, if you had them shipped all the way from, did you have them shipped from Europe, or did you just like have them made and you printed them out yourself? A laser engrave. Yeah, you could laser engrave on these things. That'd be something else. I think you have to finish painting it first, and then you can laser engrave it. Move that out of the way. Okay, that's not bad at all. You don't have to pay like any import taxes or anything like that. I guess as long as it's just a regular letter in the mail, no big deal. Head out of the way. That's cool. Yeah, like every time I've shipped something to Europe, they're like, "Well, what's the value of it?" You know, So then it's like, "Well, we got to add this tax to it. What is it? Is it new? Is it used?" And it's like the forms are just ridiculous. Yeah, JK, be careful. That toy list will add up real quick. I need to get some more weathering on that guy. Missed the top here a little bit. Don't know how I did that. Just double check here. There we go. I can make that hinge pop a little more. Oh, that's cool. So at least you get, as long as you're below that threshold. So if I sent you a fully made Caractacus for like 50 bucks, they wouldn't mess with you. Oops, wrong side. Yeah, we had the we had the tariff taxes here, and I think we still do. I ordered some models from Japan that they had released from the Macross TV series, and they added $20 to it, just on the base price. It sucked. Like the guy came to the door, he's like, "Yeah, I can't let you have these unless you fork out $20 to, Uncle Sam." And I was like, "Gosh, dang it!" I'm like, these tariffs are not helping. Take that down just a little more. Just dull it up a little more. Cool. Okay. Yeah. That's how they get their remittances, through the workers. Looking good. Let that dry. Okay. Now, what do you guys think? I've been mulling this one over, these coolant tubes and whatnot. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how to paint these. Like, what should I do just to make them pop a little more? Should I make them all silver? Should I make them a copper color with a wash on them? It's been bugging me. Or should I just leave them as is? I don't know. What do you guys think? It's got a lot of detail here. And the question is, where do we go with it? We got your time. Oh, shoot. I hate to say it, fellas, but we are running out of time here. It is now 2 hours and 9 minutes. Do you know that Space Marine template that you can color? Yeah. Trying to think. Are you talking about like the ultramarine color pattern, that kind of thing? Oh, okay. Or copper wash. Yeah, that could work. I was thinking about that too. Just, I mean, it's going to be under the armor, but it's like, well, it's one of those things like when he's posed, you'll catch a glimpse of it, and it might help break up the monotony of the color pattern. Uh, so it looked like the metal that has seen heat. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, like the bluish, purplish, copper color mix. I know that one. That looked pretty sick. Yeah. I have not seen the color scheme planner. I'll have to check that out. Do you have a link to that? I think what we could do is we can dry brush that in. But I'm going to need a smaller dry brush for that job. Let's see here. Guys, it's we're going on 2 hours and 11 minutes here. I hate to say it, but I gotta go. Got an early morning, but we're making some decent progress. I'm mostly happy with those bullets because those look. And I'm happy with you guys for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Good to see you all, and good to see you, JK, in the flesh. Holler, you guys send me a picture. Be like next to your giant Titan that you made. And to whoever else is watching is being quiet, thank you for stopping by. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Always fun talking with you, man. Always fun. And we'll get back to more simulation theory stuff and cryptids, I'm sure. So I'm out of here in 3, 2, 1. Adios, muchachos.